couple of precious seconds for that flank to carry on and for them to catch Les completely off guard. Now the players dropping on the side have so many angles to worry about, and into the smoke they go, losing players along the way. A 4v2 at Loud are going to struggle to clutch out. They have at least managed to slip into spawn, though.
Yeah, it almost seems like they're trying to bait them into rotating, realizing that, okay, are we going to win this in a 2 versus 4 retake? Probably not. Maybe we can catch them off guard, but unfortunately not quite accurate enough from Pancada. And Kru are going to get themselves the pistol now.
For next round, now we're seeing the showstopper farm up, as you said. We're going to look at this push out to the site with quite a bit of control. Slow behind the wall as well, so no opportunity for Kru to even get close. And the plant is secured nice and open as well, Tom. They can cover this from practically anywhere, but in come the defenders. Kru are steaming in through main, using their utility to push them back. And here's a triple swing. That was not expected by Loud. Les, though, still able to hold strong. Narrows it down to just Mazino. In main, at least. That fight's never coming through. There we go, and he's TP'd right out.
Thing is why I think NagZ was trying to see if he could get someone to peek him jumping up on the wall. Now he hasn't got those orbs, so there has to be a moment in his brain where he goes, okay, is it just worth holding onto this gun? He's still got some credits behind him, but it does seem like Loud is stabilized. The thing is, though, they're going to try and just kill them on the way out. They are making this incredibly costly, and I don't think they'll have time to do anything in terms of the defuse, but they're just trying to bait that last player in, see if they can kill off the whole squad. But all in all, bonus round, that's pretty good.
It's outside of A, but north is open. Looks like Kru are going to be pushing through spawn, though, making these safer rotates. And the problem here, NagZ's completely isolated now. These players have smoked off his teammates and not too well by the looks of things. NagZ able to find the 1 kill, a second, and still nothing to be done up against him. They're getting no control. They're slowed down. They're smoked out. I mean, this is disjointed out of Loud to start with, but a kill to pull it back still much more needed.
They haven't killed him. They put all the utility in just to clear NagZ's position, but then no one actually managed to hard clear the angle. He was holding on an opportunity, though, for Les. He's found Mazino. That should give them at least a little bit of side control. And in fact, it seemed like the defenders had rotated off a bit, but they still have to kill this man in the tower.
He's already found the 2 and now has support of Keznit to cover the cross, but they haven't seen anyone for so long. You might almost start to think maybe these guys went back. Maybe they've conceded the control. This is when NagZ starts to move back out. He's heard the spike, but now caught by Les. Oh, they've got an angle, and the spike planter has been killed. It's not on the floor, but Pancada's behind them, and they have no idea. A triple for Pancada, and the round is recovered.
On the other side. NagZ, though, trying to get aggressive, but all of this is buying time ready and almost just trying to force them back into the angle, which is exactly what it would do. NagZ now has them boxed. The thing is, though, the rest of the players starting to make their way out of dish, and just the weaponry that's currently there on the other side for Kru is going to be really difficult for them, but aspas goes in alone.
And that ult's got nothing. Pancada does well to find a double, but now leaves it all onto saadhak. Quick res, bringing Sacy right back into the fight, but NagZ is quick to close out the round. That tour de force doing big work on the B main push.
Time he didn't jiggle, he actually didn't see anything, but they've done it again. They've walled off straight away, but they just invest a showstopper. Just like, all right, this guy has been causing us issues. Let's just get rid of him. Let's get into the after plant. And while NagZ is quick on the flank again, and again, he's done damage.
Oh, the Rolling Thunder's caught a couple of these players here. A hard fight. If NagZ swings, he could have a good chance, and now Keznit has spotted the player in the corner. He's taken down from up above. The nade doesn't manage to do anything, and NagZ coming in for a third, but it might not be enough. Klaus still has to clutch this, and saadhak has thread the needle all the way around. It's 4-4. Loud barely getting away with this and equalizing again. We talked about at the start of this map, the tour de force maybe getting the advantage swinging in. Oh, they're so close to each other. An X drawn in the X-ray. Who's going to make the first mistake? Who's going to get a little bit eager? Oh, we found out it's Les. He wanted to go meet his teammates. They'll have to wait for the next round. 4v4 retake.
Yeah, the orbital strike actually used, but it's not going to really find much value. Slowing them down very slightly, maybe allowing for the rotation to come in a bit quicker, but instead they've been sectioned off. And I was going to say the wall has been used by saadhak, but then he just goes pushing in towards the spawn and actually finds a kill instead.
He pushed into the smoke, stood inside it, and when it faded, they were not ready for him to be there. They thought that this would be a nice little passive round out of Loud after they got their spike plant, but no, they were looking to still bring the hurt. A stun, perfectly placed, perfectly timed. Well, that is an execution. There we go for aspas. The showstopper. Well, that shouldn't. That's a gap.
He's waiting for his team to rotate first so that they can get better
disgusting.
timing. This is so smart. You will not see this in 99.9% of games, but he just wants better spacing as the team moves onto the site, because otherwise he would have had a kill with no value. Again, though, this wall is just so annoying! And Mazino gets away with 2. He was the last man left on this site, but he has worked wonders.
Oh, he's actually put their team back into the advantage. That spray was great, and nade through as well. Could be huge damage. It stopped the plant, at least for a moment. It's put a spanner in the works for Loud. 5 still possible for Kru. That plant almost seems undeniable. What a shot out of aspas. He's out for more. 2 kills, a nade right back on through. And I don't think he's finished swinging just yet, especially not with Sacy answering up like that. Klaus on a Spectre. It's not the best weapon for this fight.
No idea as well. Yeah. Like pancada's position, it's a little bit shaky, but he gets the job done. And looking like they wanted to go for a fast-paced B hit, but slowed down. Saadhak has delayed them completely.
NagZ caught as well, and that was the lurk outside of B main. He was hoping to catch the aggression. He did, but shot didn't connect. Not on his side, at least. A player less, and Kru now forced into a 2-dimensional take. They've got to just come through arcade. Not the flash that Sacy was looking for. That's gone onto the box. So these players, they're not slowed down coming out of heaven. They're blitzing in. Sacy behind this box. They know where he is, but in comes pancada to help out. It doesn't help all too much when he goes down immediately, and Sacy just stuck on the box, but he's putting in the work. Left alone now, the stun comes in. He's sacrificing his teammates one at a time. They fell all around him, and, well, finally, he goes the same way. 5 on the... It really comes to saadhak. How much can he get from this position? And, well, with a showstopper on its way towards him, yeah, that's about as much as I expected. He's now out of the round. Sight's lost, and plant should be coming through momentarily. Orbital strike delays for a moment. But I don't know if they'll be able to get into the position to stop this. The plant coming through, they'll guess, they'll nade. The nade is good, actually, I think. Based on that angle, it looked like it was going to deal some serious damage. NagZ left to 18, and he'll tuck himself into the corner.
Got a Molotov ready to slow them down. I think that they were hoping to at least do some damage with the orbital strike, but ultimately, thus far, they've got nothing, and they don't really have anything else in terms of ultimates. If Sacy gets a kill, maybe that's the game changer. I don't know if they expected Mazino, but he has to fall back anyway, and they will eventually clear out one aspas, a second to his name, but they've still got plenty more players to deal with. One of them, keznit, and Mazino, the other, Kru. They will hold on in this round, and, well, bring it back. That's in a pretty awkward spot.
And here the flanks outside that's being attempted by Loud, not going to go through. There's a trap that's watching it, so they'll struggle to get any surprise on that side. Good by Sacy, and he can back out from this. This allows them to actually retake the site, set up for the 3v3. 3v2 make that with NagZ going down, and that's a big scalp to take. Still a nade over on keznit, and still a smoke for NagZ, but they've got to take down a number of players, and less with an operator is, well, he's going to be a big target coming through B main if he catches an angle, and it's right up into heaven.
That's an important kill as well. Getting rid of keznit. It's left all onto NagZ and the instant trade through the smoke. A shaky one, especially for what was committed. Now again, just keep your eye on that. Yeah. It's actually ridiculous how good he is in this second half.
And with that in the orb, showstopper's online, and it's making its way towards these players.
He doesn't have any blast packs left. They have to break it for him.
Well, look, he wasn't going to catch anyone anyways. That's the upside of this situation, but he doesn't know that. Nade to spawn, and it's only the ropes they've got to worry about. Klaus is stuck in the open. Mazino going to be able to trade and try to fall away. He's also got NagZ here to support him. Tour de force coming around the corner. Big kill, and even more swinging with him. Although the trades are coming through, it might not be enough. Not unless Les is able to take both of these players. Oh. He's watching main, he's holding it. Oh. Double peek.
Really been battled for just yet, so they could fall back. But the thing is, 45 seconds, and they're almost just waiting to see if anybody on the other side makes a mistake.
Yeah, and you know what? When we started this round out, they had pistols, but now they've got the rifles to work with for the majority. There's no need to make a mistake. There's no need to overextend, especially with dish control. They've cleared all of Northside spawn. This means the only place they're realistically going to come from, if it's A, and they're gambling on that, is main. So Kru walk out 3 players strong, but they don't know how many are on that other side waiting for them to make a move. And there it is, a player spotted, noise made, the plant coming through, and this is where the pressure starts to get applied. saadhak caught up top, good kill for keznit at least. And with NagZ down, they're not going to have him on the site to be their
So
man
low.
on the inside. This could be awkward if they end up getting smoked out, but there's no smokes left for pancada. In fact, no utility at all for Loud.
Yeah, the thing is, though, the main problem for Kru is just their HP. They're so desperately low. Even the weaker weaponry, if there was any, would be able to do some damage. It may not be noted on the other side, though. They're trying to make noise. It's only going to be the one. keznit's still just hiding around the back, though. They haven't actually spotted him. They don't realize where he is. Just sneaking around, just hiding while his teammate takes the fight and already gets the nade down onto the spike. He's just baiting down that clock. I don't know if there's going to be enough time for anything to be done here. It's being stuck all the way by Sacy, just hoping he can get over the line, but he baited enough time. keznit plays it perfectly. In
favorable battles. It looks like Les might have one on his hands. Up close, not in a position that I thought they'd expect, but NagZ was very cautious on the way around. A good kill for them, an attempted spam. And it came very close. Might have taken some hairs off saadhak's head, and he's not too happy about it. Huge damage done, 2 kills, healing himself, and now down below, he's caught keznit off, and he's out of ammo! Off to the classic, and he gets the kill! Reloading below, and it leaves it into the hands of NagZ. He has been phenomenal, but now he's got to get 4 more to ace it up. It's maybe a bit much to ask of the man. We don't want to see him going down first in this one, but he has been huge on these fights again and again, winning them out. Looks like the push is coming on through, and they're into the site, at least into arcade. Still have to deal with less. Showstopper not going to do that. The TP out just in time, and look who's repositioned. saadhak now up top, and he's ready to catch them. The Rolling Thunder decimating Kru, and it looks like this is the end. An ace clutch for NagZ, or we're going to go on to Haven 1-0 for Brazil.
It's not going to happen. saadhak has just had a worldie of a performance, 13-10. I think a very good sign, though, for Kru fans out there. They've come up against one of the best teams in the world, and they have taken them the distance. They've made this game
slowing it down, realizing that maybe there was a trap play. That's a double stun. It's caught both players. NagZ stops the rotation as well, buying them a little bit more time. Good flash, catching a lot, but right behind the site, there's a flash coming through. Klaus able to see everything, though, and he'll catch 2 quick kills with a plant. And this is looking dominant for Kru. It looks like they're pretty confident in the old pistol rounds.
Yeah, also just the utility there was spot on. Like the pop flash alongside the paranoia. I think there was also a tag coming out moments later from the haunt, so there was not really any escape available, and Mazino even going to close it out in the end.
Could be a problem if he didn't have the paranoia, which has been on point for delzig so far, and he's lined up to potentially do it again. Oh, no, he's not. Now he's walking around through long. Looks like he's going to be entering in. The stun catches all 4. That's massive. There's no damage dealing utility, so instead it's just to slow them down. And now they're right back to full speed. saadhak falls. The off angle by aspas, though, perfect. And they're able to double up in all those duels. Position, and now as the B hit comes in, they've got players either side of B site ready to push back in. Ready to use his util.
They slowed them all down with the Cs on their way into the site, so they couldn't actually get out, and that's given time for saadhak to reclaim that control. We've seen him as the Battle Sage, now looking to be the Battle Breach. Nice shot from keznit, though. Brings it back into a 4v4. Now he needs to try and reclaim some of this control. Instead, they use the Rolling Thunder, and the man at the back of the site is so incredibly low, but saadhak still manages to find another.
They've got to get back in here pretty soon, and that position's been retaken. keznit now on the back of the site, and there's plenty more there to deal with as well. Swinging out with a surprise factor. 3 rounds will be found. Wants to stick around. That smoke, it's around for a few more seconds, but those players are going to be long gone by the time it fades. He's walked out. I think he just saw them fading back. Damage was done, and that's a double. Spike down. Great position for aspas. He'll even use the showstopper. The nade down. He's just running around, having an absolute field day. Leaving NagZ to do this alone, a 1v2.
You gave away your position. It's like, what keznit did, you shouldn't do, but he can. And that's the only way I can put it. He can do that, you can.
Oh, they're close already. He's got him. NagZ! I don't know how he got away with that. That should have been an instant punish, and 3 kills come out of it instead for it, but it ain't gonna yield any sort of...
Yeah, I don't think they were expecting anybody to be pushing through long. This should be a free kill from Mazino. In fact, he's gonna catch both. Solid stun from Klaus. Again, the highlight of this man is probably someone we're not gonna really look at too much because of the stats, but he's been so good with his utility. Mazino, I think, even caught saadhak with the Cs, so getting out of there was impossible, and what was looking like a really dangerous round, 3 players alive, pancada, gotta try and get them with a pistol.
You can definitely see the theory crafting by Kru. When they come into these games, Mazino's utility belt seems to be like the most important thing to them, which is strange when you look at, you know, having a breach there, but all right, Mazino, good night and sweet dreams. It's a 1v2, it's possible. I thought this would be over and done with already, but pancada has other ideas. Klaus down below is gone! He's managed to find a fourth for Loud out of absolutely nowhere. He's going to be trying to beat them to the A site, contain them in there, and allow the rest to go through and execute them. keznit finding the first. Now they go out on long, and the info's only just now making it to them. Too little, too late, perhaps. Sacy up close, not able for much, and 2 HP on aspas. That will do it. Kru coming out with a phenomenal amount of consistency in these pistols. It is alarming. Getting their smokes up first. There goes the Prowler, catching aspas in the corner. They know there's one down below. And that's going to be destroyed up top, so no information to work with, but the pistols coming in huge at the start. 2 quick kills, needing to step it up here, though. Les is going to be left alone, and he's not going to find the shot on Klaus, who takes 4 kills with 12 HP left, and a couple of seconds on the clock as he gets the defuse. Okay, an opening for aspas. NagZ down, keznit. Oh, he's dodged it just about. The boom bot not going to see him. They think this is completely clear. keznit, the trigger discipline, well, he's only got the one, the rest are barreling through long, but he's got a showstopper to catch them on the way. Les in onto delzik, the advantage now for Loud. The spike recovered, but look who's behind. It's keznit again! 4 kills, and he's dropped the spike. Now only Les to deal with, and he knows that he's around this area. He knows that he's moved here earlier, and with those 2 kills, Tom, he's still got a nade online. 7 bullets and full HP. And Les right in front of him, there it is! An ace from keznit! And this leaves Loud to take C. They're confident enough the Rolling Thunder avoided. Perfect.
That was it. Just they didn't want to get hit by the Rolling Thunder. Don't have anything of their own to get back in with, but they've got a lot of utility. They've still got the paranoia, and I will say delzik's paranoia usage has just been an irritation when it comes to these retakes, leaving so many players blind alongside any utility that Mazino has, although this time, nothing.
Double peek in garage here. Les hiding behind the door. Has a TP to get back to C long, so we can play post plant. If they came through garage, they were in a lot of trouble. Matter of fact, I don't think it matters where they go. They're in a lot of trouble. There's still utility to play with. Now Les is here. Okay, well, he went back into garage. That was a bit over-aggressive. The punish not there. And, well, I think Kru are having no choice but to save at this point.
Yeah, and NagZ could take a risk just because of the tour de force, but other than that, the rest of the players need to hold on to their weaponry. Good turnaround in this one, at least, from the side of Loud. Again, I think those stuns coming through have been so impactful, and they're actually going to wipe out some of the remaining weaponry. Of course, 4v4 almost for free. All the steps are going to be heard. Klaus now going to put that Rolling Thunder in towards the side. Counter ultimate in, but already keznit has found another one. Showstopper, if he shot it off there, would have been a free kill. Instead, he's going to get there, and it's left all onto saadhak, trying to save them, but it isn't going to happen. A 4v5 is where this map slips away from Loud, and Kru are going to take us to Icebox.
This has been an impressive display from Kru so far. The first map, they did better than expected, and coming on to Haven, they have shown that they've got what it takes. And now he had his orb and a snake bite to slow them down. No plan for a couple of seconds, even with that wall down. That's going to delay them, but they take space. Kru getting aggressive instead.
Yeah, it's not working. They are getting absolutely slaughtered. It's looking like the first pistol is finally going to go in the other direction, and in a prime gaming flawless yellow. Of course, the drone's not really going to force anybody back from that position, but saadhak has actually been caught in mid. A lurk from Klaus pulls this back into a 4 versus 4. The time ticking, but still a pretty decent opportunity here for Kru.
Look, with that drone gone, though, they don't know about this op. They've taken so long to clear the information they would have gotten for free. I mean, that wall has just destroyed their game plan, and now as they come out, all right, let's see what's on site. Yep, it's an op. And also, this guy back yellow. So that information would have been great to work with, and instead, they have run right into a trap. Loud. They could not possibly have accounted for that, but they have won the round because of it. Sorry, saadhak usually uses it right at the start. There you go, yeah.
Remove.
Well, they didn't use the drone, and unfortunately, they've been met with pancada. Oh my god! He gets 3? This man's aim is on point today. Not really been, yeah, and because they've got that control for free, they've basically been able to use all their utility a little bit later. This is set up for a retake though. Mazino stuck in the mud, doesn't have any sound, doesn't know if they're going to be pushing onto his position because of Nightfall coming in. However, they have been able to escape back into their post plants.
Klaus still with 2 snake bites. I don't know if he's got a post plant lineup for that. One's already gone through. The defuse tapped. They don't know that these players aren't on it. They've kind of got to go up and challenge on this one. It's all just a bait. They don't know that. A little bit of an awkward fight for Mazino, and he'll fall in the end. The whole team will fall. I blinked. They only had Klaus left.
Okay,
He
we
joined
got there
the
in
Matrix for a moment there. Jeez.
Yeah, these retakes have been really good from Loud. I have hesitation, but they are making their way in this direction this time, and NagZ already got off to a flying start.
Yeah, good start. Saadhak down, those flashes, detrimental at times. keznit, he spotted a victim less. Well, the shock dart's gonna get him before keznit can. And the plan to come through. Rez, well, that was unaccounted for.
There shouldn't really be much of a way back in. Operator in the hands of aspas, almost hoping that someone gives an angle. They've got an information on a couple of players, even the elevated spot that's currently being held by Mazino. The other real weakness is just some of the weaponry that's in play, and they've already managed to clear one. In fact, another for aspas as well. It all just begins to fall apart. It's left on to Klaus! A crazy shot through the wall, and he's managed to retrieve himself. An operator already knows that the man's on the defuse, and he's gonna land it with the op.
Gonna be worth all too much. Close in towards the site now and look for the plants. Take a look at Klaus, one away from Viper's Pit if he gets this plant, but now he's gone. Taken out of the round by a clean spam. This rush, no, it's a bit whiffy. It's very whiffy, in fact, and that has caused Kru. Oh no, he's got his knife out. I don't know what I'm watching, Tom. NagZ left in a 1v3. That at least I can grasp. Whoa, oh, okay. That's pretty cool, actually. Well, let's see if NagZ can turn this round around.
Taking a lot of control. It's a complete change-up in the way that they're actually trying to play. We haven't seen a push through kitchen yet, and while it seems like still the Brazilians are more than aware of it, Sacy, some wonderful shots coming through. Mazino has got one, and actually, Sacy's pretty low on HP. There's a chance for this to be traded back into an almost even scenario, and even though Mazino gets caught, he still manages to bring back a third already in this round, trying to drag his team kicking and screaming, and now Klaus actually has his ult. That's not what he meant to do.
No.
Ooh, I don't think it matters. Mazino just on an absolute tear. His 4th kill of the round. Plant,
oh no.
It's in the open. It's not pretty at all. aspas might be about to ruin the day of Mazino, who has done everything correctly and still might not take the round. He's ready though! The read is superb, and well, maybe not the way we expected them to get their 5th round. Mitch will join the loser of this game. An early push towards this A site. aspas looking to lead the charge. Mazino, he's just going swinging back in. He's traded out almost instantly, but tried to put himself on the line to delay. NagZ has been forced out again. There's a lot of util available to try and just do some damage here, and well, aspas has dodged all of it.
That plant is taken through nice and easily after avoiding some of that early utility. Makes it a little bit more difficult for Kru to get in, you would think. NagZ has other ideas, though. Sacy gonna try and dance around the side as these players attempt to get towards the spike. They are just being blitzed from every which way. Less a sliver of health remaining. He's gonna come out and confirm they're not defusing just yet, but the flank up top from NagZ. 22 HP on the ropes. Does Loud look up? No, he doesn't! And that's an assassination for the round. Kru with another pistol.
Do something crazy to catch your opponents off guard. In this case, it hasn't worked. Klaus is going to do his best to try and buy as much time as possible to try and get the stack in position. And actually, I was going to say, keznit retrieved the gun. It's now on the floor again.
Well, it's going to be picked up yet again. But time really being the issue here, as well, the space more so. They're allowing these players to close into the site, and now there's practically nothing they can do. Fire in the shock darts and hope for the best. And if they had one snake bite, obviously they're playing a low here and they've already thrown in some util, but if they had that snake bite to go down the shock, that could have been a cancel. Instead, we end up in this 5v3. It's damage, right? Let's see what Kru can do. Take down 1 or 2 players and they'll be pretty happy.
But that's the thing. In their normal retakes, they're going to have so much more utility than that to try and deny the plant. They are going to wrap around this together. The flash, not bad, but just a little bit late. So Mazino will get one for free. Already retrieved that rifle. He's going to try and bait them in. They've managed to find another. It starts to get a little bit scary as Mazino brings it down to 1v1. time already ticking. He has to try and get on this, but even though the round is won by Sacy, he's already taken. He is deep within this A-site push, so they know exactly where this is currently coming from. Already watching, Mazino is holding. First his way, a second as well. This man just seems to be on fire at the moment, but the trades are coming back through. I think he's even going to catch out saadhak as well. Just doing everything for his squad. He did this in the last round of the half, looking to try and do it again. Even has the section off, and keznit's watching it. Sacy, last man standing first. Oh! Should have been free. Oh, that's unlucky. Give them an opportunity to get a plant down. Viper's Pit finally going to be used. Less alive to use it, but there is spam on the other side. The wall's been broken. Shock darts doing damage, but both players will survive.
Pancada able to heal himself back up as well. Now they have to fight back into the Viper's Pit. There's no taking it down, and there's no taking him down. He can play far back here inside the ult, use his snake bites, and look how passive he is. And there's the kill. Klaus trying to get close, steps right into it. They've got less. He peeked on top of the box. Viper's Pit's gone. This could be a disaster. saadhak trying his best, but it's left to keznit, 30 HP, and the swing is good. The kill is there. They've gotten away with it. That is an absolute disgrace. Loud should never have lost that one.
Best keznit again.
They want to find something with NagZ. They've already tried to use some utility on back yellow unsuccessfully, and now he's stuck. He's not able to teleport out. He's naded on the back of yellow as well. Going to try and do as much damage as he can, but there is no way out.
Yeah, this time it's not looking like there's much opportunity for blunt denial either. Can't use their utility, but then the wide swings coming out on the other side have all gone the way of Kru. 2 players standing. Weaponry at least not too bad from their position. Also being spotted now, have that info on the other side, and the flash has left them blind. They haven't had time to actually break this wall properly already. Getting on that diffuser, just trying to bait them in. It's perfect in the retake. An easy cleanup from a tough position. Kru take the lead. The information there, they can start this rotation back. In fact, Viper now on spot as well. Loud need to get something done here as all the utility is just looking to try and damage them up, and well, even as they go for the plant, it's just all falling apart. Kru, they've always been the team of upsets, and they've just done it again, Mitch.
There's just nothing that this team can't do. You can doubt them again and again, but they just take that, use it as fuel, and come right back into it. 2-1, taking down Loud, and they've never looked better.